All right, shalom, shalom. The Israelites coming out here day in, day out, prophesy the downfall of America, spiritual Sodom in Egypt, modern day Babylon, and the rising up of Israel consists of so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, the hopeful elect, soon to be the elect, most high willing. So we want to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Rawchaa, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi, double honors to the apostles, elders, great millstone, must salutations to the brothers, teach a word for the hopeful elect, soon to be the elect, most high will to hopeful extend elect, multitude, shalom, blessings, men, women, and children. You know, we're going to go into the Babylonian wine. Hopefully it's edifying, and then various topics are moved by the Spirit, most high will is edifying. And, you know, getting right into it. So they get that scripture, they slumber by
staggering out with strong drink.
Yeah.
That was the one all good.
So this kind of represent what happened in the days of Adam and Eve, when Eve listened to the serpent, which is them anti-Christians that claim that they Christians, the churches. That's BS, man. That woman talking to a damn snake. That's not how it went down, man. And then what she learned from is a serpent, conniving person or people that was spitting out philosophies and ideologies and all that, which is relevant to what's happening in America, man. This is new Babylon. This is modern day Babylon, and they still pumping out their poison with their education, their churches. What else? That
Religions.
Yeah, churches. You know, religion,
Yeah.
churches, education, and political madness.
Yeah.
You know, all that and whatever else, because it says we're gonna get that scripture most high willing. Pseudoscience. You know, all this technology that comes with knowledge, that comes with learning this technology, and we're gonna get that scripture. It says casting down every imagination that exalt itself against the Most High and His Son Yahawashi. Go ahead.
It is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 9. Stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine.
Yeah, they're not drunken with real physical wine, like get drunk. But that can be an example of how you can relate things in the spirit. Most High said He set up similitudes and things that happen on the earth for our learning. So just like when you get drunk with wine, He said not excessive drink, you'll start becoming an alcoholic. These people are Babylonian alcoholics, man. They love Babylon and everything that it teaches. Go ahead.
They stagger,
but
not with strong drink.
Go ahead.
Verse 10. For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep.
Of deep sleep, man. You ain't even drunk, you sleep really. But it's, you know, sometimes people can say it's drunk, but you really sleep. You sleep to the knowledge and wisdom understanding of this Bible and everything that is taught biblically and truthfully. It comes from the apostles, you know, and elder bishops on down.
You know, like I said, deep sleep. You know how like when someone is asleep in a deep sleep, you go try to wake them up. You know, it's hard for it's hard
like
shaking them, and they still just out.
Yeah.
You know, and you like, man, wake up, man.
Yeah.
And they just out, just gone.
You like splash some water on, they still ain't wake up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
damn.
That's like like how you got people that take drugs, what they kind of bars and stuff like that.
Yeah, Xanax bars.
Xanax bars,
like that. Yep.
they take that shit and be gone.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn. You can slap the dog's mess out of them, and they still won't wake up. You know, and so that's that's a like, hey, that's spiritually how no matter how you try to wake them up, it ain't happening, man.
Yeah.
And the drunk too. Like you know, the drunk, they're not what did it say? They're impaired. They're not all the way 100% with theirs, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They're not always focused. Go ahead. Even though they know what's going on, they can't fix themselves. Go ahead.
And have closed your eyes.
Close your eyes, man. Go ahead.
The prophets and your rulers, the seers have he covered.
Have he covered, man. Even the prophets and the seers and the rulers have he covered. You know, that's why there's such thing as false prophets. That's why it's such thing as, you know, all these people that have leadership in these places, like I just mentioned, the churches. You got to mention him, the brother Isaiah Allah, Idaho, few sisters, few brothers, sisters on the comment board. Shalom, tuning in. Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash with them. Go ahead. So these philosophies that they bent out of shape on, drunk on, you know, and they vomit it up, and they keep drink. They keep on. You know how you're drunk, and once you vomit it up, you ready to drink again because all those fluids came out of. That's just they regurgitating and they throwing it up and then drinking again, and they continue to get drunk off this Babylonian juice, this Babylonian wine. Go ahead.
You know, it's heavy. It's lucky. It's heavy how the prophet Isaiah, he's telling you that it's the Lord doing this. It's the Lord it ain't just you just can't get it, or you just retarded or something.
Yeah.
You lack intelligence. No, it's the Lord that's putting this, like scripture say, this deep sleep on you. Yeah. Hey, so you read scriptures like that, you're like, damn, that's cold. You know, hey, the Lord, so that rules out that all love, or hey, the Lord can be hateful, man. You know.
And see, we was once in this sleep, but the Most High could wake us up, and He did. And it says the Most High could communicate with you in your sleep while a man is tossing and turning. So we was tossing and turning in this world, and Most High put certain things in our minds of remembrance, certain things we should know, and then we woke up, we like, damn, and we got to it, man. But like you said, He covered the eyes of these seers and prophets that's supposed to be teaching, and they don't. So anybody would say the blind leadeth the blind. They both fall into the ditch. Mm-hmm. So all those that's following people like T.D. Jakes, their science teacher, their school teacher, church, you know, all these other Israelite camps that are not teaching correctly according to sound doctrine, both falling into a ditch. Go ahead.
This is 2 Corinthians, and the point is, no, but start back a little bit. Yeah. It's 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 8.
But on down it says the watchman, is that same scripture along the line where it said that all their watchmen is like dumb dogs?
Not that
they don't walk. Okay. No, I thought that was within that same chapter of J. Drunk. They staggered not by strong drink. I thought on down the line it said,
yeah. Let me go back. Because I know what you're talking about in Isaiah. And I think it's maybe a little bit go down. Yep. Let me just go to that one.
Yeah.
Okay. This is Isaiah. It's actually in Isaiah chapter 56, verse 10. And it reads, his watchmen are blind.
Yeah, his watchmen are blind. Go ahead.
They are all ignorant.
Go ahead.
They are all dumb dogs.
Yeah.
They cannot bark.
Yeah.
Sleeping. Lying down,
because you're supposed to be a watchman and alert with everything. We're supposed to be the number one news. We're supposed to be the number one get to people, like directing the people where they should go, like, and what they should know. We're supposed to be on top of everything, top of these scientists, top of these elites. Mm-hmm. They pumping out videos every day. Trump making video every day and shit. Like what he's thinking about, what he's going to do, direction of the country. We're supposed to be doing that with Israel.
It's heavy because, hey, like they said, he called them dumb dogs. And, liking them to dumb dogs that cannot bark because, you got a dog, right? When the intruder comes up, they already own it. They barking, them ears go up. you know, the tent, hey, they let you know, hey, it's somebody out there, you know. So that's what we supposed. Hey, we let you know what the enemy is doing, you know, but they not doing that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we watchmen, and it's known. It says Ezekiel, I made you watchmen. I think that's 33.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but they don't watch, so they don't have the top news, or they're not into. Our people are not into what's going on, the prophecy of what's going on in this world, or what's going to happen to the world. A lot of niggas be saying that I'll worry about it when it comes. All right, you know, Jacob's trouble, you know, bombing coming and all that, concentration camps, jail. They like it's an easy ride, man. It ain't gonna be no easy ride, man. Go ahead.
They cannot bark sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber.
Loving to slumber. It reminds me of those 5 virgins that went off and slumbered and slept while the bridegroom was gone. You know, they had such thing as like in high school, they had slumber parties when you're real young and shit. And then what do? They just get up there and gossip and shit, man. Just people getting together, trying to have fun and drinking and ordering pizza and shit. That's the way of the American world, man. You know, go ahead.
Verse 11, yea, they are greedy dogs which can never have enough.
Yep.
And they are shepherds that cannot understand.
Yeah, because that's all they want to do, have more money, more this and that. They're not worried about what's really going on, the prophecy, and how to comprehend things that's going on in the spirit of prophecy, which is Yahawashi. They're not concerned about those things. That's why we like everything is done based on money, 501c3, non-profit organizations. You know, you wake up and you find out, like in school, you never learn shit, man. And then at the job, they don't even talk about what's going on in the world and shit. They talk about everything that's like, you know, we're supposed to get a raise, or I'm trying to, you know, they brought pizza today. You know, what about this fucking shit that's going on in this world and shit, right? And it's gonna happen right outside their door. See, America grew up comfort and being protected and sheltered. That's why it's going to hit America the hardest, because she ain't never been prone to real war and violence. She might have it in her cities, but not overall a worldwide violent strike. Go ahead. You can go back to. Hold on. Go. What were you still doing over there? The dogs that can never understand. Well, yeah, and they are shepherds that cannot understand, man. Like we said, the Most High blinded their knowledge, you know, the so-called knowledge. They only got knowledge outside of the truth. What did it say? The wisdom of the world. They can't tap into the spirit of Yahawah Yahawashi. You know, they can only think about the mathematics, the ideologic ideas, the theologian like vocab alone. He just want to sound smart. That's all he's here for. Sound smart and take a few out of the truth, that he sounds educated, man. He must be on to something. Go ahead.
You want to read it? They all look to their own way.
They all look to their own way, man. You know, you got people that's growing up inside of school. They became lawyers, you know, became CEOs of companies. Whatever. They became a preacher. You don't become a preacher. God, the Most High either have you as a prophet or not, as to preach the word or not. You don't, you know, there is a learning, but there's men that were given the Holy Spirit to teach men, because it said like the apostles, they came in designed the sincere milk of the word too. You know, Yahawashi grew up in the midst of teachers and tutors of Israel. You know, go ahead.
Everyone for his gain from his quarter.
Everyone for his gain for his quarter.
Yeah, from his quarter.
Like, you know, they set up establishments for, and they got quarter what do you call it? Court like establishments, quarter like establishments, you know, with these churches, with these schools, and they be like, well, I'm the teacher, you know. They get up when they got a podium, you know, and people think they get us in a suit or whatever, and people think they got the truth, man. Opposed to us that's on the highways and byways, they be like, oh, them niggas just, you know, They're just out there angry and stuff like that.
They're basically doing it just to make money, man. They're not doing it because they really want righteousness instilled in the earth, man.
Yeah.
They don't really care about righteousness.
Yeah. And that's kind of what it boils down to, faith and righteousness. You know, there's laws, but it's gearing toward, directing toward faith and righteousness. And people don't understand that, man. So that's why they continue to sip on this Babylonian juice. Some niggas get knowledge from every precinct, every teaching, and try to combine all that together, man. You're going to have confusion. I learned a little bit from the Muslims, 5%ers. Yeah, I learned GMS, but I learned from IUIC and ISUPK too. Can't do that. Because we teach different things, man. You know? But you gotta get what it say, rightly dividing the word of truth. Like Apostle Ramlive, he did a video, rightly dividing the word of truth. 100%. You know? Did you go back to the other one?
Yeah, talking about
when it says not strong drink, and you read on down.
Yeah.
Dumb dogs.
Yeah, after that it just goes in that was kind of the point, but I can go back. Let's say
Get to Isaiah 5, wine is a mocker.
Yeah.
Because that goes into spiritual too, like, you know.
It's Isaiah chapter 5. Let's see that. I had to pop up. Hold on. Oh, that's actually Proverbs. It's right there. That's what we want. Yeah. This is Proverbs.
There's one in Ephesians 2, 5 and 26, I think. But go ahead with that one.
This is Proverbs chapter 20, verse 1. And it reads, wine is a mocker. Strong drink is raging, and whosoever is deceived thereby is not wise.
Yeah. So even with us, man, this could be considered a strong drink, you know. It could be considered bitter for people, man, you know. And it could be mockery into them because they don't understand what we're talking about, the magnitude of what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? What else to say?
After that, it talks about the king.
No, but read it again.
It says, let me go off. This just read it again.
Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 20, verse 1. Wine is a mocker, strong drink is raging, and whosoever is deceived thereby is not wise.
Yeah. So you could be deceived by wine, heavy wine. You know, something that tastes good, but it's not good for you, you know? And we talked about that at the crib, you know what I'm saying? What else to say? That's it?
Yeah, that's the point.
No, there's one in Ephesians 5 and 25. Let me see. So we're just using examples of wine physically, how you could be deceived. But there's also a wine that's metaphorically talking about what you learn spiritually, what you learn and take in your mind, man. It's Ephesians right after. Yeah, 5:26, maybe 16.
Yeah, it's 18, I think.
Yeah, I'll start at 16. Ephesians 5 and 16, it says, see then that you walk circumspectly, because if you drunk, you can't walk circumspectly. You know? Hey, y'all, y'all stay over here, bro. Like, you gotta stay into the circle, man. It says, see then you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. That's what we talk about all the time, to be sober in this truth, you know, not to be mixed and be taught by, you know, you got some people taking up classes and shit, and learning about different philosophies and all that, and then they be like, well, yeah, I'm not, I don't want to do the truth no more. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't learn something else. It says, and probably got some accolades from it or some certificates from it, like some benefits from it. Wherefore ye be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. And our people don't understand that. They think the will of the Lord is just the feel in their heart, some good feeling and shit, man. It's a sunny day, so the Lord is good to me. Well, it's going to be dark days. It talks about these dark days today. The world is really dark right now, man. You know? It says, and be not drunk with wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit, man. So you could be drunk, full of philosophies, you know, instead of the real spirit of it, Yahawah Yahawashi. You know, Apostle said you could read a book, you know, you could read Josephus' book, you could read about what is that going to profit you, though? What is that going to give you, benefit you? Just, you know, Isaiah, go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 5, verse 11. Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink, that continue until the night, till wine inflame them.
Yeah, because Most High said physical examples on the earth, man. So that goes with the spirit too, man. Like Eve, she learned from that serpent philosophies. Look how it affects her now and shit. She's independent, want to be called goddess, diva. She separates from the man. She wants the man out the house. She don't want nothing to do with the man. The man's supposed to be the head of the woman, but she don't want nothing to do with that authority, man. So by listening to the philosophies of the serpent, man, the so-called white man got all kind of platforms for her to stand on. TikTok, IG is one of them, couple of their main platforms. And then now they teaching on there what a man should do and what a woman should do about a man. And she listened to the serpent, man. Instead of listening to the man and now the holy prophets, man. What did it say? Get ye out the way, we'll get that. We talked about this at the crib, like they want to be prophesied deceits, man. Lie to us. That's what they want to be, you know? And our woman, the one man is an example of you can go back to the garden of how that had an effect on it. Like we want to be lied to. You tell me I'm good looking, like that you love me and this and that. And that's how Israel is to this America system, this Babylonian system. They want to be cared for and let the political views fit them. You know, let the church fit their life. Oh, okay. So y'all judging this church. Well, I don't want to be a part of that. Y'all rebuking this church. I don't want to be a part. I got to have something that fits me. It ain't about you. We always tell you, it ain't about you. It ain't about us, man. Go ahead. -5. Let me go back to this right quick. Ephesians 5 and 18, and be not drunk with wine wherein be excess, but be filled with the Spirit, speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual song, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord. Ain't talking about no gospel songs that you hear in church. Talking about good, wholesome spiritual conversation between the holy men, prophets. It says, give thanks always for all things unto the Most High and the Father in the name. They don't even know the name of the Lord, man. They think his name is Jesus Christ. They think his name is Yeshua, Yahshua, whatever. His name is Yahawashi. So they don't have conversation with Yahawashi. It says, and the Father in the name of our Lord Yahawashi, submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of the Most High, man. So that's why this whole place is out of order. It has no order according to these scriptures. In the house of the Negro, Latino, Native Americans, there is no order. Even if the Latinos are more, they always say that's more family oriented, they still out of order, man. Because a lot of these Issacharites and these Latino they reverence their mother like she's Mary Guadalupe or something, man. You ain't supposed to do that. You honor your mother, but you ain't supposed. She ain't, you know. So that Babylonian Jews got everybody mad and confused, man. You know, the American Jews, code word for America, Babylon, code word for America, man. Go ahead. You all right, bro? You gotta get into the spirit.
It ain't going with what we talking about right now. Okay, so lucky, man. My bad, man. I had this going into
y'all gotta make sure y'all lock in, man. Yeah, don't be changing those spirits, man. You know? Go ahead,
that same bell is a good doing that. It's something there a little bit, like doing something like the same bell, you know. Okay. I'll start back a little bit. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 8. How shall not the ministration of the Spirit be rather glorious? Verse 9, for if the ministration of condemnation be glory, how much more doeth the ministration of righteousness exceed in glory?
Yeah.
See, like, so us doing this work, you know, and us going through, you know, being in this wicked world, you know, this is more righteous, this is more glorious than what they doing, even though it looks like what they doing is more important than what we doing, you know? But, I'm gonna get to the point, verse 10, for even that which was made glorious had no glory in this respect.
Yeah.
By reason of the glory that excelleth. For if that which is done away was glorious, how much more that which remaineth is glorious? Seeing then that we have such hope, we use great plainness of speech. Just like we were saying earlier, you know, we stick with the basics. You know, we desire the sincere milk, because there's a lot of stuff in the milk, man, that you got to understand why we in this situation. So you won't go do stuff like go read the Ethiopian Bible and stuff like that, man. You go back in time and you see that the Ethiopians, they're not even Israelites. How do they write in the Bible? That doesn't even make sense. So you got to have those basics. So when people are like, well, why shouldn't I do that? Well, because when you go to the lineage, they wasn't even given any kind of understanding of what glory is. Okay, a lot of people don't understand what glory is, man. You know, verse 13, and not as Moses was put a veil over his face, that the children of Israel could not steadfastly look to the end of that which is abolished.
And that's supposed to happen.
Yep.
You know?
Because when Moses started getting in his old age, his strength started failing, man. You know? So he kind of, you know.
But he even says, too, those things that happened then was a shadow of things that happen now. Shalom, son of Yahawah, Yahawashi, Shalom, Yahweh, Qadash. So things wasn't supposed to be revealed back then. It even says seal up the book until the time of the end. Yeah. So, you know, now, you know, we're starting to understand things through the prophets, through prophecy, apostles, the elders, bishops. You know, we starting to really see stuff clearly now that what the world don't see. They're not taught in their schools this. They're taught you taught in the school how to be a slave, you know? Because wouldn't that be, you know, like if you are a young child and you see your father working on a car, you can learn to work on cars, be a repairman, whatever. Why don't they teach you that right away? They teach you some bullshit when you're that young and shit. You know? That's why you got Jake coming out of school and not knowing nothing, man. Only how to be a slave and contribute to this world.
And they can't really like see what's coming ahead, you know? And that's why we're saying like that same veil is over most of Israel now today.
Yeah.
Even on the time that Moses was on the scene, man. Our people was wandering in the wilderness for 40 years, man. Because they couldn't see what was really happening, man. Because they the Lord blinded them.
Yeah.
He put them on that strong drink, man.
And people be like thinking that's to be done away with the Old Testament. It's not talking about that. They didn't know the spirit of the letter, spirit of the word of the law. They didn't know that this was all spiritual. You know, they think that you just go do stuff and that's it. No, it's something that's happening in your spirit and your mind that's being embedded and being put in there. Mm-hmm. That's why Yahawah said, "I'll put these my law in your inward part." They were like, "Yeah, how could that? You just gonna stuff the Bible down, the physical Bible down his mouth?" No. His words of spirit, man. Didn't it say the words of spirit and life? You know? So they thought they took everything carnally. What did Nebuchadnezzar say? Can a man enter into his mother's womb the second time? No, reborn and renewed in your mind, man. So when you learn all this stuff, you got to throw it away. Like all that shit you learn in the world, all that church stuff, all that what else is it? School stuff. You know, you gotta be a new baby and like, I don't know nothing. I'm starting fresh. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 14, but their minds were blinded.
Just like a child is not, his father don't even reveal everything to him. You ain't ready to know about women and shit, and you just 5 years old. You don't even know you gotta grow and become a young man. You know? Go ahead. Shit, even Solomon was deceived by these women, man. He was the wisest king of all. So you got to be real exercised. You know, go ahead.
But their minds were blinded.
Their minds were blinded. Go ahead.
For until this day remaineth the same veil untaken away in the reading of the Old Testament.
Yeah, because the Old Testament, they did it by carnal means. You know, the cleaning the outside of the cup, the pots and pans, like Yahawashi said about these Jews. They think, I'm clean. I mean, everything is clean now, you know?
Yep.
But then in their minds, were not clean. They were filthy in their minds, man. Go ahead.
Yep. Which veil is done away in Yahawashi.
Yeah, these Christians would be like, oh, that's talking about what y'all doing. Y'all talking about following the law. They ain't talking about that, man. Get that scripture right quick. The law is spiritual. There is a law. It's spiritual. It's the law, though.
No, that's that strong drink. You being told something, but you're not really
Taking it in.
Gripping in really what's being said, you know?
Yep.
And that's how most of our people are still until this day, man. You know, even into the time when we were strict on the law. Now we to the point where Yahawashi is our way out, and it still can't be understood, man, because that veil's over.
Yeah, like you say, like it's only Yahawashi. It's the what it say just now, which is done away through Yahawashi.
Yep.
Which is that veil. So Yahawashi is the only one that can remove that veil.
Yep. To understand that, like, you know, we living under grace, but it's just a period of time for you to get right and rehearse the actual righteous, rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord to the best of your abilities. Yeah. And they're not seeing that. They're like, the Lord said it's all done away with, so I can eat swine, I could do whatever I want to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's not what it's saying.
And really, they started leaving the law.
Yeah.
Because they was like, well, I'm a king, so whatever I say goes. Nah, you got to still go by the scriptures, even if you're a king. That's why it says, you kings of the earth judge righteous. Yeah. You know? So that's what our kings were going off, man.
Yep.
Shepherds. So go ahead. You can't be a king and then just, no, I don't follow the Bible.
Yep. Because the Lord said he gave no man a license to sin. Yeah. You know? But we are subject to vanity, man. Yeah. For us to understand, you know, that the Lord did lift the veil from us, man. We understand what's going on and why we have to go through this. Suffering is tied to salvation. How you gonna get saved if you ain't going through shit? Well, this is Romans 7 verse 14. For we know that the law is spiritual.
We know that the law is spiritual, man. But they didn't understand that back then. But it was always spiritual, you know. So if you try to make the law fit your life, then you going off.
Yep.
Like, so like Jake be like, well, adultery, how is that evil? GMS Virgin Island, Shalom, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash, why? How is that evil when she came on to me? Like, you gotta control your fucking loins, man, and your mind, and say, no, this is a married woman. I can't deal with you.
Yep.
You know, but Jake, he try to take the law into his own hands and spiritual. I mean, what you call personally, and like let it fit him. I'm being justified because the Most High said when you see a woman crying out, you know, man, come on, man.
You know that. You know that. That's.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but you know that's and that's what a lot of people they have this thing. They think they spiritual. Well, that means that there's got to be other spirits that are greater than others. There's some people that's way more spiritual, man. That's the prophets. That's the apostles, man. Their spirits are they got great spiritual connection with the Most High, man. And not every spirit's the same, man.
And experience,
man. And not every spirit's the same. So even that's even like he said, like, you know, certain people will deal with particular women or whatever. There's certain women whose spirit was greater than other women. That's why there's women who are mentioned in the scriptures that's more greater than others.
Well, example,
they obey their man.
Example, you might have a man that knows a lot of knowledge, then he meet a woman that got a lot of knowledge too. Mm-hmm. Then she'll confound you and shit like, damn, you know. But you gotta be like experienced too to deal with that spirit. Like, woman, shut the hell up. You don't know what you're talking about. I don't care what you say.
You're gonna really have to know your shit, basically.
Yep.
You know, you never know who you're dealing with. So
you're gonna come with the worldly knowledge, and then you just go to that scripture.
Yep.
Wisdom of the world, that's you. We talking about wisdom of the Most High.
Yep. It's deeper than the carnality, and we all grew up carnal, man.
Yep.
You know, but the Lord has blessed us with that eyesight, man.
Well, even
Paul, we can see.
Yeah, even Paul said, "I'm a carnal soul under sin."
That's what he just. Yep, that's right there.
Oh, go ahead.
That's why I was like, let me go ahead because I was like, I'm talking too much.
Yeah,
I was talking
to lock you, brother. I was beyond my means. You don't want to go over the Bible, like, shut your ass up. Go ahead.
But I am carnal, soul under sin.
I'm carnal, soul under sin. And you be like, how could that be? You know, people wonder about the Bible. That's why they put it down. That Bible don't make no sense, man. And then he said, I think if it's not the next one, it's on down.
Yeah, it's in there. It's in there. It's
what I'm talking about.
Yep, right there. That right.
No,
that's
the
not
other one. When he said it's in there, I don't know if it's in that particular chapter. He said, with my flesh I serve the law of sin, and with my spirit I serve the Most High, so to speak. But yeah, we can still continue to read.
Oh, just stick with that.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about? That scripture.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna go to
because we in this flesh, man. We have to, you know.
Okay. Going back to verse 15, for that which I do, I allow not.
Yeah, like, you know, if you fuck up, you be like, man, that ain't in my spirit to do that. Why did I do that? You know, because the flesh, man. It says the flesh warreth against the spirit lusts against the flesh.
Mm-hmm. That good fight of faith is part of your walk. You know, it said a righteous man falls down 7 times. So if you ain't falling, that you can't be considered a righteous man. If you ain't having no times you have made no mistakes, man, how is the Lord gonna be able to show your character by how you get back up, man?
Yeah,
you know,
that's why it kind of reiterates that when it says the Adam was made creature. What it says, if there was no fault of the first one covenant, how could there be sought a second one?
Mm-hmm.
So these people don't know what they're talking about. Oh, why didn't he just make everything perfect? Let the Most High do his perfect work, man. It's gonna make sense to us. And hey, man, why did he make Edomites? It's gonna make sense. Because they love what they do. Edomites love being wicked, man.
Yep.
They love being wicked. Why complain about how the Most High made them an Edomite and they love to be Edomite?
And when they do complain, they complaining that they got to go fight for somebody else's wickedness.
Yeah,
that's what they doing with the small hats over there right now. They complaining because they can't just be wicked over here and do their own thing. Now they got to go fight so they can stay being wicked. But then they say, we don't want to do that. We want to just be wicked over here. That's all they complaining about. They ain't really complaining about we need righteousness in the earth. They're not complaining about that, man.
But when they turn to a base state, shit, the economy is always like, why we welcome, man. Welcome to reality and suffering.
Welcome to the back of the fucking bus.
Yep. Go ahead.
For what I would that I do not,
for what I would want to do, I don't do it. You know, and you got what they call it, pick yourself up by the bootstraps, gird up that loins. Like you gotta get in there and just be like, damn, I'm gonna just do it anyway.
And that's why we can't take no credit, man.
Yeah.
All we can do is just call on Yahawashi because our righteousness is of him. We can't do nothing, man.
Our own righteousness is filthy rags.
Yeah, we can't do nothing to get out of this. But Yahawashi, like, making us do the right shit, man. We're fucked here without Yahawashi.
It's almost like that.
We're screwed.
I don't want to relate it to a robot, but when the robot it keeps bumping in the wall and it just you got to turn his head and make him go the other way.
Yeah, like you know how they always say in the churches, they always say they say Jesus, take the wheel. What are you saying? What are you really saying? You saying make me do the right shit?
Yep, yep.
I don't want to do it.
Yep.
I'm not good at driving. I need you to drive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like. That's what we doing when we coming out here doing this work. We telling the Lord to steer us, man. We blindly having faith in the Lord, man. And we convinced in our mind he will get us home, man. Regardless of what happens here, man. Because he owns all the spirits. So, hey, it's all about not leaning on your own understanding. We seeking for something greater than that. And to do that, you got to basically, you know,
them church,
everything you don't want to do.
Them preachers be when they lean on their own understanding, man. They be saying some way out shit, man.
Because they don't want to deny themselves. They said to deny yourself and pick up that.
And they trying to make the word fit their life.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they do some wicked ass shit, they be like, and Joseph and this and that and Ezekiel, and they'll mention their own personal experience, man. That ain't how it happened exactly and shit, man.
Yeah.
You know, we were more spiritual back then. Like we said, the earth has been watered down. The people's mind been. We were more. You can't. These women can't even compare themselves to Mary Magdalene. She was on another level and shit. Even though she committed, you know, she was on a different level. Y'all can't compare yourselves with. Unless you're living biblically minded, then we'll understand that. But nah, y'all living far from how we used to live back then.
You got to be real humble because we are, you know, if you believe in spirits don't die, man. So we've been here before. Yeah. So we got to look at all these different times that we wasn't even here before, and we don't even really know how wicked we were, man. And sometimes, man. Who knows who we could have been, but we know that we wasn't just all the white damn just eating because we wouldn't have this truth right now, man. But you got some people that came in the truth and fell out. So that who knows who them people are. So you want to really be humble and be like, man, there ain't no way we're going to be doing this without Yahawashi, man. There ain't no way.
And a lot of those men wanted their spotlight, you know what I'm saying? Because they've been in for a while and they wanted their like 15 minutes of fame, man.
Because you got Paul right here, and he was a real major pivotal point in the scriptures, man. And he's saying shit. He's struggling just like us, man. You know? So for what I would that I do not, but what I hate, that do I.
Yeah, what we hate to do, we do. You know what I'm saying? It conflicts with our spirit, like, man. That's why brothers be wanting to get out of here. Like, we need to get out of here, man. Shit, like we sold under sin with these with this shit.
Because that's part of the chastisement of the Lord. He make you do shit you don't even want to fucking do, so you can understand. Like,
and even that's to a certain degree.
To a certain degree.
Yeah.
It's to make
you ain't gonna make you commit adultery.
Yeah.
You know, motherfucking try to use that like. See, I mean, I feel what it but you see, that's what the scripture said. Yeah. I do what I hate.
Yeah.
No. God ain't gonna, you ain't gonna willingly commit adultery, man.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, like you make a mistake or something, you really trying to do right, man. It ain't talking about you just straight being wicked and you know not to do something. But like, you know, like you at a store and you see, you know, because it said you already committed adultery in your heart. If you look at a woman that's married, and these women out here be married, be whole booty shorts out. And you don't know. And your mind is already fucked up because you in a fucked up world. So you might mess around and look and not even know you're like, nah.
It's really talking about, it's really talking about lusting and doing, seeing, looking at her like, even though she's married, I want her, like,
of course,
you know.
But still, you know, you don't even in your mind, you know, you don't even want to you know, when it comes to, you know, maybe you might over drink yourself one night and be like, damn, man, I was going through some shit, I done slipped up. You know,
yeah, because you might see a beautiful woman might come in and she with a man.
Yeah.
Like, man, like, damn, she good though.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, it's really like admiring her beauty. That's not really lusting.
And you might,
like thinking of popular or something.
and you might tell a man like, you got something good, man. Like, you know, tell him that she got one good for you, man.
Yeah.
So it's talking about really taking it in and really wanting to, like, damn, I want to pop her, I want to pursue her.
Like he said moving how high, y'all
Yeah.
how high. He said like at the end when they had that big party and a big banquet, and Red Man maybe he got high, and then you know Method Man was dealing with that one chick.
Yeah.
And he Red Man came up to him, he said, man, I know you dealing with my man, you know, but if I had a chance, you gave me the chance, I worry, you know, he got to go in, you know, so that's some we ain't bro. The spirit ain't gonna have you, the Lord ain't gonna use you to do nothing like that.
Yeah, you know, it's just knowing like that's kind of where it starts, especially if Jake ain't really getting, you know, out here, you know, we don't be getting no action or nothing, man. We don't really be getting no, you know what I mean? We in work. So, you know, like that's why back in the days, you know, women would have their face covered, man. Everything. You wouldn't even be able to see somebody's woman and just be like, oh man, she got a good, like, it's not even supposed to be like that, man. He's supposed to be, that's his property. You ain't even supposed to even be
and then
really looking at that shit.
Some of them women had a whole veil over their face. Yeah. Like, you can't even trick nobody with the eyes. Yeah. It's like,
you
know, go ahead.
Yeah, this place is accustomed you to desensitize yourself more and more and more to where you actually do end up fucking up and doing that. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't following the Most High, you're gonna eventually end up being an adult.
You said that.
But you're seeing that shit over and over and over again. Eventually, you're gonna do something. If a car thief, you keep leaving your car with the damn keys in there, eventually he gonna steal the car. He might not do it the first time, but you do it 4, 5, 6 more times, he might steal the car. That's how it is with anything, you know. So, you know, the Lord, you know, he gives us that intuition to, you know, when we do see stuff, since we in a righteous mindset, we like, man, I ain't gonna need to go down that route. But somebody worldly, man, they're gonna eventually be, oh no, I want her because it's gonna be that one girl he see. Well, I don't even care if she got a husband, man. Shit, I've been seeing women all day. You know, Jake fall into that shit, man.
It was a dude at the job. He told me about this female that had a husband, and she worked with him, so she kept coming to him, coming at him. He's like, nah, you know, kept putting it off. Like 6 months later, he went on and slept with him.
See, you know,
but she was coming on to him, but that's no excuse.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta, you know, you can't use that.
Shit,
you can't use that as an excuse. Like, Lord, she was coming up on me. Nah, you still committed adultery. Go ahead.
All these women out here, man. Ain't no excuse. There's too many women. There's more women on earth than men.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no excuse, bro. You got all these women out here.
Yep.
So you got the ugly ones. You got the good one, the medium. We got all these choices.
It's ultimately tied to discipline, man. Discipline will save you from a lot of situations.
That's where it said discipleship. That's where that word come from.
Yeah, you know, and it leads to success, man. And success is boring. That's why it's hard to, like, you know, for a lot of men to really, because they don't want to be boring. Like, they think righteousness is boring because it's basically, basically keeping you in a state to be basically unblemished in front of Most High, man. That's not easy here, man, to do that. You know. But Slakia, man. I'll keep reading that one. Verse 16. If then I do that which I would not, I consent to the law that is good. See, because we naturally accustomed to sin, man. This flesh, man, it wants to sin. So you gotta pray to Yahawashi. He keep your mindset where you gonna fight, man. Because you're not gonna. He said the righteous will scarcely be saved. Like if Moses wouldn't have went down that basket and got caught up at the right time, man, who would have led all Israel out of Egypt? Everything, it's got a lot of things got to go right for you to make it, and a lot of things got to go wrong for you to die. So whatever happens, the Lord strategically made that happen, man. So we need the Lord to direct us, man. You know,
what do you say? Consent to the law.
Yeah.
So that means you gotta go back to the law. It says if you're not whole and you need help, you gotta go to Yahawashi. You gotta go to the law.
Yep.
And see if it's I gotta fix myself. What did it say? What he said that where there's no law, there is no sin.
See, so then they always try to take and twist this one and be like, oh, you can just do whatever instead of trying to go back to the law and do right, man. You're supposed to be one to do this stuff. Yeah. And if you are an Israelite, you're naturally righteous. Like, you're gonna want to do this stuff. You know, verse 17, now then it is no more I that do it.
No more the I that do it, go ahead.
But sin that dwelleth in me.
Sin that dwelleth in me.
That don't mean you just do whatever you want.
Exactly.
But you fighting yourself.
And
go ahead.
But
Jake, like you said, Jake, we want to do right. Man, I want to do right, man. You got niggas in the streets, whatever. You always hear them. They say it all the time. Man, I want to do right, man. But I just can't leave it alone. That type of attitude. So, and that goes, what's that in Isaiah? Isaiah 63.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere along the last the end of it, it said, why hast thou hardened our hearts?
Yep.
And caused us to rebel against you, roughly paraphrase.
Yep.
Yeah, because that's the Heavenly Father holding it, keeping them from wanting to do, keeping them from, getting right. Because like you said, Jake, has that in them to do right, but they can't, because like the scripture say, who have resisted his will, Jake be trying to fight against, his will. Man, I got to do right, but they still end up doing the same shit, because, the Lord don't. Hey, that's not that lot, man, but it's in them, though. But hey, this ain't their time to be, righteous. You gotta answer because it's all about the balance. It's a balance with everything, man. Hey, the Lord is dealing with balance right now. You gotta have, not everything can be good. It's like going into the crops. What is that? The law, the vine, the land Sabbath, the fruit, the fruit, the vine. You gotta once the harvest come, you don't take the whole harvest, so like the whole you don't pluck all the grapes, leave some, so that's the Heavenly Father. He following his law that he ordained.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's not a hypocrite.
Yep.
So that's where it goes. That's the whole thing about the elect being delivered and the rest being destroyed. He following what he ordained.
Yep.
Take some and leave some behind.
This it's going to more like we was talking about that veil. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7.
No.
We was at that was it on that last one.
But let's get back to the topic on the Jews. So on these teachings.
Yeah, I was saying. I was talking about the veil of forgiveness and that one. But
go to that one that discern them that the heavy meat discernment of good and bad.
This is Hebrews chapter 5, verse 12. For when for the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of the Most High.
Yeah.
And are become such as have need of milk.
Just like Paul, when he said that he was the teacher of the law, he was a Hebrew of the Hebrews, but he had to learn pretty much all over again with Yahawashi, man. Go ahead, because if you don't discern this, the law with the spirit, you don't understand the law, because it's spiritual, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
and not of strong meat.
See, Jake, when you say don't commit adultery, Jake want to ask the question, well, why can't commit adultery? You're supposed to do what your father said. It ain't supposed to be no feedback or nothing like that. You ever, Jake, hey, I just do what I say, son.
And you know, and even through the spirit, he'll still here to explain why. Because it is a reason why. It ain't, yeah, like you said, we do. You don't even supposed to ask questions, but he's still, but you know, yeah, in a sincere way, yeah, you should want to know.
No, I'm
okay,
yeah.
No, I'm just saying,
yeah,
you know, because you know, it's a reason why he's telling us we are not to commit adultery. You know, it's a health. What's the word I'm looking for? A health. Damn, man, word escape. But it can go into you know, because you got different men, y'all taking turns popping their woman. You know, that can be. That's why you got these diseases out here. That's what I'm getting to. You know, because the results of that is diseases, right? You know, so people don't think about that. Like, okay, why they say not to commit adultery? Now look at you. You got gonorrhea. Gonorrhea, AIDS. You know, well, all you had to do, you follow this law, the world will be a better place, like they say. You know,
if you watch your father, you would learn from that, and to watch the world. That's why the Most High say circumspect. So your father know that you didn't seen this before. That's why he don't tell you these things like that all the time, because he know you didn't seen these things. Go ahead.
Verse 13: For everyone that uses milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness.
Yep.
For he is a babe.
He is a babe, you know, and that goes to it as far as your experience too. Like even with the apostle, they got 40 plus years of experience on the highways and byways, but even that, they've been around the the 7 and all that. So they got much experience, man. You know, and dealing with spirits, you know. It's not easy dealing with spirits, man. Even understanding your own brother's spirits, man. Jake don't even know how to understand his own brethren in his household. They don't even know how to salute each other or what to say when they wake up in the morning. Yeah. You know, we got an order. We soldiers, Shalom, huh? You know? Go ahead.
Verse 14: But strong meat belongeth to them that are full of age.
Full of age, man. So age really kind of does matter in some senses, but age comes with experience too. So don't get it twisted, man. You know?
Just going into the growing knowledge.
Yeah.
You know? That's why such thing as old fool, man. Because he didn't never learn nothing in his life. He's still drunk. They still out there fighting like kids, high school kids. He still get emotional off of high school words and shit. They still young, man. Go ahead.
But what we talking about is serious, man. So if Jake shows passion and what we talking about, that's different, man. These people getting emotional over shit that don't even matter, man. We talking about all of America's gonna be on fire, man. This ain't something that's just gonna be always a comfortable conversation or talked in like a monotone type of voice.
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 14.
Because they ain't exercising the spirit.
Yep.
Like it says in the scriptures, lift up your voice like a trumpet. We tell you that we are the trumpet.
Yep.
And the trumpet makes a certain sound of war. So get y'all prepared. You don't be like whistling or playing a little flute to relax music for war and shit. You get everybody, just like when the tornadoes come, that shit, that sound, that alarm sounds everywhere, it's man. Loud. And it's like, it's a certain sound to that alarm. Like, it ain't no music.
It's like you can dance to it. Put to death.
Yeah.
If you don't get to take fucking cover, man.
Yeah, that's what that sound resonates with. Even that 12 o'clock alarm that comes on.
You know, and that's what we doing. We telling Jake the storm's coming in to take cover, man.
Yep.
And the only way you're gonna be able to be under that strong tower is that name, man. Yahawashi. Yahawashi, man.
The so-called white man get that, but he's looking at it carnally. He's going underground, like physically underground and shit. we're preparing to go up. He's prepared. He's going down.
Yep, and that's why
You know?
the Lord said they natural approved beast wait to be destroyed. What did it say about the spirit of the beast? It go downward. These beast-like people think they're gonna just be able to hide in the fucking earth and escape the Lord, man.
Yep.
It's not gonna happen, man.
And you know, like I said, Ezekiel talked about, that snare shall be in the ground.
Yep.
That snare shall be in the ground.
Yep.
You know, so they don't know that. You know,
That's the trap.
They get in these bunkers. That's gonna be their grave.
It's gonna be their grave, man. It's gonna be their trap. And then some of the ones that's the most wicked spirits out of all of them Rawchaas is not like no regular Edomites. Them niggas evil.
Yeah.
Them ain't Lord ain't gonna kill a lot of them. They gonna get pulled the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
They're gonna be the first ones getting the hand of this slavery, man.
And you know what? You said it said 1 million capacity, million people capacity. They ain't gonna make it. All the million ain't gonna be able to make it down there and shit. You know? But they ain't gonna tell the society that. They're gonna make it think like we all gonna go down there and shit.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't worried about that shit. We ain't building no underground cities.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised.
You have to have your senses exercised. What did it say? Flee the serpent. Flee from the face of a serpent. Flee sin as from the face of a serpent, man. Eve was in her own head trying to be knowledgeable and shit. And wasn't discerned in the spirit. She was young as hell too.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't discerned in the spirit. She wasn't knowledgeable of age, man. Mm-hmm. You know, she didn't desire the sincere milk of the word, trying to be a goddess all just out of the box, man.
Yeah.
You know, you can't do that, man. You can't walk before you crawl. You can't run before you walk, man. Go ahead.
To discern both good and evil.
See, she didn't need. If she was exercising spirit, she would have discerned that was evil. So the serpent had to work through the woman. A lot of these women are being worked through today by the serpent against their man, saying, them Israelites are going off. That sounds evil. They hit women, they grape women and all that. And that's not even the truth, man. There is a grape law, but ain't nobody graping out here, man. That was the case. Half of us, or most of us, be locked up.
And now here, when they try to compare that with old Levitical law, and when they grape somebody out here, they don't go to the father and pay him 50 shekels and keep them for the rest of their life. They just rape them and leave them out here, man. That's not the same thing, man.
You know why?
It's not the same thing, man.
Because our people think like Esau when we say things. They think we grape like Esau.
Because the Lord said, "Don't be a lion in your house." So even when that kind of situation happened, He wasn't just roughing her up, man. Yeah. It wasn't like that, man.
But you know what?
And women knew that. They were taught at a young age to know that that's something that you need to be prepared for.
They'll put a prophet in jail, but let out a whole bunch of adulterers and sodomites and shit. How is that?
Yeah, you don't get
like we the worst people in the world and shit, man.
You don't go on trial for being a sodomite, but you spreading around diseases doing that shit.
Yeah.
And spreading around disease because it's unnatural, man.
Yeah.
That's unnatural.
They hang up, they could lose their whole life of being outsiders of the church and the scriptures by saying that we cuss. Oh, they got to hang up over that. Well, you could be destroyed for that. Just a little hang up. Most High said, don't be effeminate, being bothered and emotional about every little thing and shit. You know, that child that's always telling on the other child, soon the parents going to be like, quit telling on your brother and sister, man. Like, because you ain't got your shit together and shit.
That's why a lot of times by the time you see your father or somebody that, when we getting on somebody, it's because you've been doing a whole bunch of shit. A lot of shit we going to look past. But you just doing a whole bunch of shit, it's going to eventually be like, all right, look, I've been sitting there watching you for this long. You going yada, yada, you going to say, look, man, well, you're going the whole wrong way, man.
Well, it says suffer wrongfully, too. Sometimes you didn't even do shit.
Yep.
Got to suffer that shit, man.
Yep. And just let the Lord handle that shit.
Yep. Go ahead.
It's Romans chapter 11, verse 7. What then? Israel have not attained that which he seeketh for.
Yeah. That's why their spirit is, what did it say? constantly searching for fulfillment and never being fulfilled.
Because they on that Babylon one,
Yeah.
man.
What is Yahawashi said, he'll give you water that you'll thirst not again. But they keep drinking from that water and make them more thirsty, drinking from, getting drunk and then getting sober and then want to get drunk again, and it never fix their problem. But Jake be drinking, talking about a good example, Jake be drinking to get rid of their problems and wake up, they still got their problem. Because they can't get rid of that.
They seeking satisfaction in a worldly manner, man. Like you're not gonna have true rest in this place, man. Spiritually, man. You're not gonna have true rest until you seek Yahawashi. They looking for something that's like an alternative to who we really are, man. Us as Israelites, like this is what we need to be seeking, man.
Yeah, like we talked about at the crib. Now that this World War III is brinking and all that, and Trump is wilding out, people are trying to figure out what's going on, what things mean now. Like,
so now people want to listen, and it said wisdom and knowledge shall be increased in the earth. So not everybody, even the people everybody's smarter now, on the left hand side and the right hand side of the Lord, man. You can't just act like you don't know shit no more at this point, man. It's too much information out there. Like everybody knows what's going on.
Yeah. And
it says if you don't warn the wicked, then what happens? It's gonna be your fault. So if you're dealing with somebody and they on a level where they really like starting to show they care about you and you dealing with them, at a point, especially if they ask, that is our job. We have to warn you what's about to happen.
But it says that even a child is known by his ways. Then it say, we are not tossed to and fro, no longer tossed to and fro, but like children from every wind of doctrine.
Yep.
So the search is over with the truth. The Most High found us and giving us knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Go ahead.
Yep. So it says, what then? Israel have not attained what she's seeking for, but the election have obtained it.
Yeah, that's why we talk about an elect, man. Y'all trying to bunch everybody together like we all the same people.
I think when the brothers put this precept up there, I think he put it up there a little bit, back up there. But yeah, he put it in there, the water.
Yep. Put it on the board too.
All right, this is way up there. We put it up there earlier. Yeah. Oh, not that one. Yep, right here. Yep.
Oh, the one you just read?
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying.
You got that from me.
So
Okay.
no, I just seeing it. Yeah, but it just says, the election have obtained it, but the rest were blinded, like Taquan was saying. But how are they getting it obtained? They're getting it obtained through the brothers' teaching, man.
Go ahead.
Hey, you read that? Like I said, the rest were blinded.
Mm-hmm.
Like who is doing by who?
Mm-hmm.
Satan. Hey, Christians, but see, that's why it's precept upon precept.
Yeah.
Because they're saying, Satan, the devil. Yeah. That's what blind. No. Yahawashi is blinded.
Go to that scripture. Where it says, who have given man mouth to speak. I think that's in Job or something. Who have formed man's mouth. Who has made his ears.
A lot of these people don't understand. Lord put a lot of y'all in a trick bag. Like this. They the old saying, trick bag.
It's Exodus chapter 4, verse 11. And the Lord said unto him, who have made man's mouth?
Who have made man's mouth? The Most High. Go ahead.
Or maketh the dumb.
Maketh the dumb. So all these people dumb out here, the Most High made them.
Yep.
Even the retarded people, they always be sensitive when they're retarded people. The Most High made them retarded.
For a reason.
Yeah. They always they want to say, don't say the R word. They throw you. Well, hey. Go ahead.
Mental retarded.
And that shows you how scary the Most High is.
Yeah.
He can make you retarded where you don't even got no chance right off the bat.
Yeah,
you're gonna get blown up out here.
They always say, care for the retarded and mentally ill. Most High put them in the go ahead.
We made them like that, man. And that's what we're telling you. Like, the Lord can take the spirit off you and you don't even can't even recognize common sense anymore.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, he's gonna take his name out of people's mouth. Jacob Trouble, what's his name? I can't think of his name. But it also said they're gonna call the Most High's name in vain.
And that's why, like the Quan was saying, man. Like that's why you don't want to just think like you on a level, man. We always got to keep that sincere milk in our mind, because at any point he could take the spirit from us, man.
Yeah,
everything we learn could be taken in a second.
Yeah, I use that that bitch Foxy Brown. That's a rapper, talking all that shit about El Nana and her box and all that, and niggas about getting money. Couldn't even hear one day. Most High took her in, and she got scared of hell and started going to church and all that, therapy and all that. But Most High, he cleared her ears once again. But that scared, she never forgot that. Scared her to death, man.
And that's what we have. We have the fear of the Lord, man, that we know that without his grace and without him guiding us, you're gonna get destroyed in your security, man.
Yeah. So we'll get that other scripture after that. He gave them up to strong delusion.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Who maketh the deaf, or the dumb, or deaf, or the scheme?
It said dumb. He made Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump dumb as hell. I mean, you know, that's what people say. He made him. Go out there and quack like a duck, Donald, and Trump, you know, go ahead.
Yeah. You know, basically a dumb smart person.
Who was that other fight and shit? He was in a underground cellar. He didn't know where he was. He's like, you know, and they gathered around. He didn't know if he was supposed to make a speech or sit down and listen. I don't know what the fuck. Go ahead.
Or the seeing or the blind.
Who made the seeing or the blind? Go ahead.
Have not I the Lord?
Have I not the Lord? You know.
Which one did he go to?
He gave them up to a strong delusion.
Yeah.
So they believe a lie.
You put that one up out? Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, huh? Yeah, man.
So these people that believe in Trump, Most High got them believing in him. You believe in Preacher Joe, Preacher Polly, Holy Ghost. He got y'all on that. You believe in Josephus the Eighth, he got y'all on that. Go ahead.
It is causing a lot of Jake, man, to reject the truth, man. Mm-hmm. And that's why we out here defending the gospel, man, because we want we want to do the will of the Lord, to reach those who are in captivity in their mind here, man. Yeah,
it said that. What did it say? He for the broken heart and contrite spirit.
Yeah, man.
You know, really people that are broken hearted. All this, I got in a bad relationship and I'm broken. Nah, they ain't talking about that.
Yeah, it's talking about like, you know,
to your wit's end.
Yeah, man. Like
you got nothing left.
Just living the motions, and you just feel like a slave out here, man. Mm-hmm. And this is to set us free. Go ahead.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 10. And with all deceitfulness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth.
They receive not the love of the truth, man.
Not everybody receives it.
Yeah, and that lets you know this is the what it say? This is our that show you that we love you. Like I said, love your enemy. This is the love. If you don't get it, then you ain't got it.
Yeah. Love is correction.
We ain't supposed to be out passing out sandwiches and giving money to bombs when they pass and shit. Yeah. Opening up organizations and humanitarian offices and feeding the people, man. No, it's talking about this right here. Ministry. Go ahead.
And with all deceitfulness of unrighteousness in them that perish.
Yeah, they perish, man.
Because they receive not the love of the truth.
Yep.
That they might be saved.
That they might be saved. They don't want to be saved.
And for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusions.
Yeah, like your money gonna save you. You know, the voting system, the system itself, the MOTB, the missile defense system is gonna save you from destruction. Your family. Yeah, you Most High send you strong delusions, man.
And that's why we got to get more keen with knowing that we can't underestimate nobody out here, man. Because the Lord is finna put some strong delusions on people you wouldn't think do nothing. Just like Taquan said, you ain't got to be tough. Little 15-year-old kid going to school and shoot everybody, man. Yeah. So it's like you got to really know whoever you dealing with. You know, of course, you're not gonna just tell them everything you know, but you want to know where they think in their head about certain shit, man.
picking their brain.
Yeah, because later on you're gonna see it get worse, and you might not even be to be around that person. Period, man. You know, and that's what we here to do. We here to make sure that we keeping ourselves unspotted from the world, man. But as a human, you're gonna want to be around other people.
Remember, I gave that example of Samson. She was pressuring him and shit, but he was spending time with her day after day or whatever, and she wanted to know the riddle.
Yep.
And he played with her a couple of times, like, and she said, "Why you deceived me?" You know what I'm saying?
You can't do that. Yeah.
No, but he got, you know, when he told her, he got bound by the Egyptians. I mean, the Philistines. So you can't tell him certain things, man, especially with this truth. Hell with that. Shoot to breeze with him about other shit. But, you know, this truth is really holy. It's sacred, man.
And that
belongs to the sons of God.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, not even play with it. Like, be like, look, if you keep asking me, I'm not going to deal with you at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, this should be something we should be going to, you know?
Well, I look at these women like the Matrix, get in and get out.
Do that,
you get in too long, you're going to get caught up, man. You're going to be like mouse in them four walls. Go ahead.
Yes, yes. And for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong illusions that they should believe a lie.
Go ahead.
That they all might be damned who believe not in the light of the truth.
And so
the
Lord did it.
So he can destroy you.
Yeah. And like Elder Manasa Sakba, he made that. Did the Most High make Edomites to destroy him? Yes. Like, you know, what do you think the day of evil is? When he said he made the wicked for the day, they gonna get their shine on and shit.
You're gonna want to get away from these people. Like Zaquan said, you might have to deal with some people, like you said, get in, get out, man. Don't be really connecting with people out here that ain't. And
if you're in the Matrix, know your spirits. Like I said, discern good from bad.
Yep.
That's why Trinity in the Matrix movie, she met him at a damn rave party and shit. But Neo was waiting on her. He wasn't all partying with them and shit and on drugs till she got there and shit. He was like looking at his time like, damn, she should be here. Mm-hmm. We waiting on Yahawashi. Like Yahawashi said he would come, not on no physical watch, but spiritual time. We waiting on the Lord. You know, we in that Matrix waiting on the Lord. You know, and it's a rave party up in this motherfucker. We ain't trying to party with the America and shit, bro. We waiting on Yahawashi. Go ahead.
It says that they all might be damned to believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
Yeah, pleasure in unrighteousness. That's why Moses said, well, he'd rather suffer with the people for a season of sin, paraphrasing. You know?
And what's that unrighteousness? These false doctrines, these false philosophies, man. You know? Because the truth.
Yeah, because those false philosophies make people do things that they shouldn't do and shit. You know what I'm saying? You have, what did it say? I heard a voice whispering in my head pretty much. The voices be talking to you and shit, man. Like, go in that store. Or there's a $100 bill on the counter. You know, you paying for your product and you can't get the store. Damn, you could just take that $100 bill. They got it on camera now. Now you're going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yep. That's a good one. We'll get that one. Go ahead.
That was it.
We'll get that one.
All right, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14.
Say who it is that
son of Yahawashi 144.
Okay.
The 2 Corinthians 6, verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Unequally yoked meaning that y'all not equal, man. One somebody is better than the other. Knowledge and wisdom, understanding and shit. They don't get it. Just like IUIC try to get with the Muslim religion for what? They don't know the spirit. They don't have the spirit, man. If you could, anybody could stop eating pork. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean go ahead.
That's just like, you know, so ain't no celebrity. Rawchaa ain't no celebrity finna or the least. They not finna come down and come into a society among, you know, low level people. You ain't gonna see them eating at the table with a bump, you know. So it's like you said, be not unequally yoked. We not equal with y'all. we on a whole other level, man. Like Apostle Paul said, and beginning with the apostles on down, we on a whole other level. And like Apostle Paul said, we sit in heavenly places.
Oh yeah,
in Yahawashi.
Yeah, because apostles ain't gonna sit down with the elites. Like, what the fuck for?
Yeah.
Who are y'all? Y'all beneath us, man.
Yeah.
Care how much power y'all got in this place, man. Y'all ain't got the knowledge and y'all ain't got the spirit of Yahawah Yahawashi. You're nothing.
I keep the Passover,
Nope.
Unity Passover. No,
Yeah,
that's not happening.
Nah.
You know?
I don't want them pass over with no 2/3
that's why
inches, man.
like I said, like it says, for what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness. That's why you can't do the Passover with just anybody, man. You can't sit down at the table when it comes to understanding with everybody, man. Really, you just supposed to know that the milk and to understand what Yahawashi deems righteousness and unrighteousness, and follow those to the best of your ability. You don't got to know all the dark deep secrets of the Bible and shit.
You got some
to get saved.
Yeah.
You don't need all that shit.
You got somebody coming in the camp talking about, well, I celebrate my Passover in 2 weeks. We supposed to hold a second Passover for you and shit, man. Like a apostle. He said, "What? You don't eat meat, so you eat different kind of meat, so we supposed to go out and get the burger with you and shit."
A lot of people just need to know that this is real, man. That's really all you need to know is real. So you have that chance to get right with the Yahawashi. We're talking about Israelites, of course.
Yeah, a lot of like we said, a lot of women, they just finding out the truth and talking about breaking down the revelation. Whether Hebrew Israelite, they was wrong on this. You just finding this shit out.
We mainly talking about, we use women as example. We mainly talking about men, because when it comes to men and women, we own a different level, man.
Yeah.
Like just that basic. Not even without the knowledge. Men are over women.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, that's already like, you ain't gonna never be equal to us when it comes to your knowledge, or how to obtain and keep knowledge and use it in the right time. He just made men upright like that.
And how to endure with knowledge.
Yeah.
Because you can learn something just to pass a test or pass and then you don't know it no more.
Yeah.
We learning this over and over again so we can get it in us, so it can become a part of us. Go ahead.
And what communion have light with darkness?
Yeah. You just said that communion with light and darkness, man. So, what did it say? Can two walk unless they agree? But the other one, they use a phrase in birds of a feather flock together. Go ahead.
GMS in his likeness.
Oh, GMS likeness. Shalom, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash, Shalom. So it's a different. Oh, get that scripture of wisdom of the one of y'all wisdom of the
Yep.
It's different wisdom. You got wisdom of the world and wisdom of the Most High. I don't care if you're a lawyer. So the fuck what? You're not smarter than the men of the Lord, man. Or wiser than the men of the Lord.
1 Corinthians 3:19. Go ahead, huh? But yeah, and that's what we're saying. Like it's another level, man, when it comes to wisdom, because there's worldly wisdom that you could do stuff and obtain things, and you good at whatever, but that's not the same. It's his understanding, man.
What did Esau? He think sleeping with little boys preserves his youth. Kind of perverse knowledge is that, and wisdom is that.
Yeah, straight wickedness.
You think you wise because that's some corruption. Yeah. Go ahead. Or what do you do? Butt breaking to make to feminize men. You don't have to do that to feminize men and shit. The fuck? So what are y'all doing, man? That's what kind of world we live in. So hey, what did the Most High say? Them heathens that gonna be put over you, they're gonna tear y'all up, man. Make you do weird ass shit or believe in weird ass shit, man. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 3 and 19 says, "For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High."
It's foolishness with the Most High. Wisdom of the world is foolishness with the Most High, man. So all that science and all that Darwin stuff, theories and all that, Well, who was that other one? Einstein. They make him the smartest man in the world. Like if you ain't knowledgeable with Einstein, then you ain't nobody. Or they done an so-called studies about saying the Negro's mind is less comprehensible, how you say, and less knowledgeable than the so-called white man. By what means, Everything was invented by Jake, pretty much. The internet, cell phones, the
Street lights,
railroads. All that is invented by Jake.
Yep. Even the Qadash Native Americans taught them how to actually make it where they crops survive, man.
Yeah. Take care of the earth. Cultivate the land.
Wouldn't even be here, man.
Yeah.
They use that system all over the earth, man, that they got from the Qadash, man, the so-called Native Americans.
Yeah.
They use that system from us, man.
Like we mentioned before, they take the bottom feeders out of the ocean water. That's supposed to clean the ocean, man. Took the gold out of water. That cleanses the ocean. So your wisdom ain't working, man. It's working against you, basically. Go ahead.
Yeah, and that's it. Like he said that it's working against. That's why I say he said, for the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High, but it's written, He taketh the wise and their own craftiness.
Yep.
They just sit up here and made the internet, right? Now look, they get exposed. Well, who's that? One of Rockefeller.
Yeah.
He said, hey, was it David? No, it wasn't David Rockefeller.
Solomon Rawchaa. I mean, no, you said Rockefeller.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Let me see.
But he said he wished the internet wasn't ever invented, because they've been exposed. The same shit. The same the technology they invented is what's exposing them. And so it was like a trap.
Well, really, it was Jake who made the internet. They just took credit for it, really, like you said.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But they funded it.
Right,
what he's saying.
That's
like, we should have funded this shit.
That's what I mean.
Some of the main ones is YouTube.
Yeah.
They sold that for $1 million, but when people came out with YouTube, they started putting up their youth ideas, and so they came out with some truths on it, along with TikTok. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was Jay Rockefeller said it.
Yeah.
And John D. Rockefeller said it too.
That's why I said Jacob. Was it Jacob?
John D. Rockefeller said it.
John D. Rockefeller.
And then there was a U.S. former Senator Jay Rockefeller who said the same thing in 2009.
The Rockefellers.
So
the mafia men, the Rockefellers.
So they unleashed, they put it out there, and guess what? It was used against them, man.
Because they tried to basically make the internet to be like, oh well, now you don't need to go out there. You can be confined and get everything you need to know right there. You don't got to be out there moving around too much.
Yeah,
you can order food in online. You can order.
But at the same time, but at the same time, Most High is having us really as watchmen and judges, because we're looking at this shit going back and forth, the conversation between Iran and them and Moab and shit. We look at these nations and shit. We just looking at them like, damn, y'all, none of y'all gonna be the next superpower. And you seen them get into little fights and shit. Like, this is all biblical. This is all prophesied.
Yep.
So who's laughing, man? We watching the movie. Go ahead.
So the Lord, He uses their own devices against them.
Yeah, like the bomb and shit. Most I say He created the Smith that blow. He made them make the bomb to blow them own cells up, man.
Hey, and it's heavy because they come with all this information that they be putting on the internet. All this information that the scholars that they put out on the internet. The prophets are using that for a weapon against them. So that's heavy. So that's why I say He taketh the wise, and what it say? For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own crafting. He's doing it, through the prophets, man.
What did it say? Who the wise men of Edom? He gonna confound the wise men of Teman. Which are Edomites too, but they knowledge is all that's gonna come to naught. This is gonna be the top knowledge of the earth once again. The knowledge was understanding of the Most High. Gonna be top knowledge of the earth again, once again. All this shit is just passing time and shit, man. Because Jake be like, how y'all the real Israelites and y'all don't even know Hebrew and all that. Y'all ain't even born in the land. They don't got nothing to do with being a Hebrew, so to speak. Especially this time when it says in the scriptures, we are scattered across the four corners of the earth. Demons, devils, and we don't know what to say. They stole our heritage. So that's why we and put us down and whipped our language out of us. That's why we don't know fluent Hebrew, dumbasses. But let us get a crack at it, devils. Y'all got us in this education, these educational schools and all that. Tear that down and build up a Hebrew school with Paleo Hebrew. Jacob be speaking Hebrew and Paleo Hebrew all across this place, man. It's an unfair advantage you devils got, man. You devils, that's what y'all are, devils, man. Go ahead.
And, it's like I went into that word to taking. It goes into it says in the blue letter, it can do the idea of capturing. It says, to entrap. So like I said, it's like it's a trap, them, putting out all this information, man. It ain't like, damn, why do we do that? It's like gonna bite the ass and bite him in the ass.
It's like going the ciphers. What do you say about the Matrix? When he was trying to decode it, he said, all I see is blondes and brunettes. That's the way America sees stuff. Just harlotry, just blondes and brunettes. Nah, you got to decode the Matrix.
Yep. It says to grasp with the hand. And then when you go into the root, it says a dragon, a great serpent, a name for Satan. So that grasp the hand, that we got that got them. We got y'all.
Because hey, Satan means adversary. We are adversary to them.
Ah, man, that's him.
We are adversary to them, man.
Yep.
So that's why they call us Satan. That's true. We're an adversary. Yep. But they're the true adversary. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was it.
Yep. So you got discern the good from the bad. You got to be sober enough to do that and have wisdom enough, the right kind of wisdom enough to do that. Because it's such thing as wisdom of, like we said, of the world. That'll have you in confusion. You ain't going to be knowing what to do. Only things by the world. That's why when people come up to us, the first thing they say is what they regurgitated from the schools and from these theologian, places. Like, oh, well, God, Jesus is God and all that. That's not his name. James wasn't invented, until we can go into it, man. So y'all been lied to. What it says, they inherited lies. But we just read, y'all like to be lied to, man. Y'all like to hear that America's gonna go on. When America is wicked as hell, you put down America's dirty panties and shit, it got all kind of feces and bugs and diseases in there. Lift up the skirt, show her thigh is rotten out. Remember it said, and back then they used to have a liquid that you pour on and your thighs are rotten and all that. Mm-hmm. But it looked good without that, you got to see behind the lenses. Lift up a skirt and it's rotten as hell. That's what's being exposed in America. Go ahead.
That's through the knowledge, man. Because the law is basically the knowledge of sin, man. Like it plainly says that in the scripture. So understanding, that the Lord made a man of sin for us to understand how much we need the law. We back to our roots now, man. We back to knowing that without righteousness being instilled in the earth, man, we'll be slaves here forever, man. We'll never make it out of here.
Yeah, it's almost like a training wheel for bike. It's just two wheels.
Yeah,
they help you. It help you. Once you get rid of the two wheels, you doing. But you riding your bike. But then you want to do wheelies. If you want to do wheelies and all that, it got to be techniques. You got to practice and rehearse that. But to ride a bike after that, it comes natural with a child. he just starts to learn and get a grip of things. But then there's other, like you said, there's dynamics and levels of this truth. Once you start riding the bike, now you gotta, know where to roll and changing up your wheels and when it pops and how to put a chain on and all that, and where to go, where the roads to, you find out different type of roads tear up your bike wheels and all that. You gotta learn all that shit. So that's what we learn in this truth from the apostles, the elders, bishops, on down.
Knowledge, it builds expectation. So, you're going to get to a point where you've learned enough knowledge to where you expect these things to come and expect these things to come quickly.
Yeah. It don't take that long.
Yeah.
Desire the sincere milk of the word. You taste it. Taste it at least and ingest it, man. Get it in your spirit.
Yep.
And then you'll most high move you up to another level.
Yep.
Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 24, verse 13, basically going in at the point at 14 though. My son, eat thou honey because it is good.
Yeah, eat honey is good.
It's talking about the truth.
Yeah.
And the honeycomb, which is sweet to thy taste.
Yep.
It's not talking about like real honey. It's talking about the truth.
Yeah, exactly.
But still, but if you can relate to a physical example, because in the scriptures say, much honey you vomit it up. Try to eat a lot of honey, man. You're gonna vomit that shit up.
Yeah. So you gotta patient.
Yeah. So that's what we're telling you. Everything that's happened physically, you gotta relate it to how we're supposed to construct ourselves in the spirit. Because that's why the Most High put these. That's why He got a physical tree up there. What did He say? Israel is a tree. I have planted you as a good tree. So with everything else too, you got to relate everything to the scriptures, man. Most High made the heavens and the earth, man.
And that's why we tell you these preachers going off. You leave it up to them Pooh Bear niggas, they'll be in there buying all the honey in the store. They're talking about they got some shit on, they on a level or something. Yeah. They ain't what they're fucking talking about.
Yeah.
Not in this passage. This is talking about truth.
Yeah.
But it can be related as like physical honey, man.
But you got to get on your spiritual grind. Yeah. You got to go back to the spirit. Like, this is what it means.
Yeah. Go ahead. Verse 14. And it says, so shall the knowledge of wisdom be unto thy soul.
See, that's is answering it right there. So shall that knowledge and wisdom be to thy soul.
It's comparing it to the knowledge. Yeah.
So
but they don't tell you nothing in Revelation. They don't tell you what's going on in the earth. None of that in church.
Yeah. But see, and two people try to, when they hear the truth, they try to gobble this up all at once. It says, if thou found honey, don't eat much of it.
Yeah.
You'll vomit it up. So you gotta eat that. The sweets of this world, you gotta eat it moderately too, just like everything else. The sweetness of the Bible, because you'll get addicted. Like only on the sweet thing. Then when the bitter thing comes, you be like, I ain't ready for that. Yeah. You go out the truth. You'll fall out because you be like, no, I don't know. Yeah, I'm going too much with that. That's a little extreme.
Yeah.
Nah, man. We gotta teach you the bitter things too. You're not always gonna
gonna get a sweet lesson.
You're not always gonna have money in your pocket.
Yeah.
You're not always gonna be blessed. We in the curses, man. Yeah. You're gonna feel cursed all the time. You're not always gonna have your woman, you know what I'm saying, that you want and shit. You might have a mediocre, she ain't so polished and shit, but go ahead.
Because Jack think he on a level, but if you teach him too fast, man, he'll pop, man. He won't be able to
like that Matrix. He's about to pop.
Yep.
He said too much at one time.
Yeah, man. He said, what did he say? When he said turn the battery into this, he said, oh no, not true. He turned it to he said, let me out. He's about to pop.
But you do got some spirits that are built for it, man.
I like that boy.
They try to put him back on there and meet that. Get out of me.
Yeah. Some spirits are built for it, though. That's why you have apostles and elders. They did rigorous studying, right off the bat, man. It said some of the men of the Lord made a quick understanding, man. Some of us did have that streak.
To really soak
it in quick. Exactly. You don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, and what it's like, but another thing in the Matrix, since we're talking about it.
Yeah.
I just like talking about the Matrix, but Morpheus said, he said, I'm sorry, Neo. Neo. I said, Nero. He said, I'm sorry, Neo. I apologize. We don't usually teach a young mind that this young, paraphrase, like, Like they don't usually teach somebody that's yet that young. Like he wasn't ready, but the Most High will make you ready. Just like Jeremiah, he said, "I'm just a child." He said, "Say no, I'm a child." You know, so the Most High will make you ready, man.
The time is short, man.
Yeah, these a lot of these in the world, America, especially with females, she's just a baby. She's 14 years old. She's able to have a baby. So you better start teaching her something about sex and something about pregnancy and all that, because she's able to go out there and get pregnant.
And that's what.
So you got to apply those things. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. That's what be happening all the time, man.
Because they don't know. If they know, if you warn them,
yeah,
know like, hey, don't do this and this. It's a better chance they don't get caught up into.
And see, my mother had my sister at 16. Now this is a 20-year gap, right? No, a 16-year-old gap. You would think like, okay, we get it now. But my sister had her child at 16. And then they still having children today. It's 14 to 15 to 16. So it ain't no, oh, we can stop this. This is what usually happens. This is natural, man. You have a woman that passes her flower age. She's able to get, she's horny. She's able to get pregnant. She's go out there and find a man and shit and gets pregnant, man.
Yep.
Welcome to fucking reality, man. Y'all gotta quit playing this I don't know shit and I don't know. That's too touchy. That's sound too harsh and bitter and shit. Cussing and all that. That's all they listen to is cuss words on the radio. Then when they hear us, oh, y'all going to hell.
Like we always say, we on a level, man. We righteous men. So we ain't out here when we teach something, a lot of this shit we not involved with, man. Yeah. All the majority of this shit, we not involved with nothing, man. We here to teach the law.
Yeah. That's why Paul said, though I be rude in speech, not in knowledge, man.
Yeah, man. We not out here getting caught up in shit, man. GMS don't let no men in here on no bullshit, man. That don't go down over here, man. You know, we work hard for our money. We don't steal nothing from nobody. You know, and we do this work, man. We don't have no time to have like I said, the body can't have no schisms in it, man. It's got to all be right. Yeah. You know, but it said, when thou hast found it, then there shall be a reward, and thy expectation shall not be cut off. We have an expectation for our reward, man, for doing this. And that's what you'll start to gain as you grow into the truth. You'll be like, oh, I expect the Lord to show up. You got to believe that. You got to expect the Lord to come for you, man, or he ain't going to come for you. Yeah. You have to expect, that he's going to come.
Well, it says, what it say? All the creatures wait for expectation of the sons of God.
Why would he not? How could you not expect it? He already seen you getting showed that he blinded everybody. And this is just people who don't know. Of course, we got brothers on the come. We already know. We're saying for like new followers, new lists. Like if the Lord's showing you it, that means that he wants you to have a good expectation on how he views you.
Yeah.
And you want to work at it and grow at it.
Well, we talked about it. A lot of men ain't even GMS. A lot of men is still on the other side.
Yep.
But that shows a lot of patience or what have you. A lot of faith.
Yep.
Because sometimes the reward, you don't see none growing, but you still got to grow. You know what I'm saying?
Go to a level where,
What did it say? No man can add one stature to himself, or paraphrasing.
Yep.
You can't add stature to yourself in this truth. You can't be more wise, and then somebody that's been here more than you, just coming in.
But just like Jaquan said, that experience, man, is that's a tough road, man. You come into the brotherhood, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of servitude tied to it, man.
Yeah.
And it's going to build your character. And that's why people that's not in the brotherhood or outside the brotherhood, you ain't going to the camp. You ain't even helping hold signs, nothing. Ain't even trying to do nothing. That's a big part of your expectations that the Lord's going to come get you is in helping the brotherhood, man.
Yeah. That's why
it's been the elders been real serious about it. If you ain't coming around the main camp, there's something wrong with that.
Yeah. And a lot of your what did it say? A lot of like the apostles and the elder bishops, they become more patient.
Yep.
So you be taking it as boring or something, or they ain't fired up, man. Because they exercising their spirit, man.
Yep.
They
have an expectation.
Yeah.
They not, and it doesn't have to be displayed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like, we know the Lord's coming, man. And we believe he's going to come for us, man.
Yeah, we expect
that.
Babylon to be destroyed.
Yep.
You know, we expect.
And we expect
all
these 2/3 ass niggas out here not to wake up.
Yeah.
So there ain't even no reason to worry about it.
Yeah, that's why the people be bugging out because, oh, man, y'all said America's going down. You ain't ready for America to go down. You're going to be scared as hell when America go down. You ready for the missiles? Oh, man, fuck shit. Y'all talking about that's the judgment of America. I hate America. You don't hate America. You want to live in this shit. You want to live a few more days in America and prosper, especially when America start passing out them biscuits and shit. Them New World Order biscuits, y'all gonna be eating them shits up, man. Go ahead.
Verse 15 points to 16. Lay not wait, O wicked man, against the dwelling of the righteous. Spoil not his resting
Yeah,
place.
because that's coming back on y'all, man. And probably against us and shit, man. That's coming back on you. And these devils.
We can expect that.
Yeah. And these devils. Because we know that they talking to us a lot of times, these presidents, these political Trump, you know. We're gonna think about banning people that talk about Bible in the wrong kind of way. We know he talking about us, man. Go ahead. Like the Paul say, this is gonna reach the gates of the nobles, man. They talk to us through movies and all that. We see that shit. Go ahead.
Verse 16, for a just man falleth 7 times.
Yeah, a just man. Not any man, a just man.
7 is completion.
Yeah. And we ain't
fall more than once.
Yeah. And we ain't talking about no justification of these courts and all that. We're talking about the justice. What did it say? The just shall live by faith.
Yep.
These people don't live by faith, man. Faith is about patience because it says the evidence of things unseen and substance of things hoped for, evidence of things unseen.
Yeah.
We don't see America be destroyed yet. We ain't even seen the physical silos right in front of our face, the physical missiles.
And that's what we were saying earlier.
We believe that they're going to reach this.
Yeah, because remember we were reading, it said the Lord framed everything, so we can't even see the stuff that ain't supposed to be seen yet.
Yep.
But we can still see it at the same time, man, because we have the doctrine.
We have the spiritual eye.
So even though
outside,
even though we've seen America and they had all
this power. To another reference of the Matrix, man.
Yeah.
It says, why do my eyes hurt? Because you never use them. and you know why they eyes hurt when they see us? My eyes hurt because you ain't using your spiritual eyes, man. Your ears hurt. I don't want to hear the doctrine because you ain't using your spiritual ears, man.
Yep.
You know, y'all hate to hear the truth. Y'all want to hear what they say. They want to hear lies and deceits, prophesy deceits, and speak lies to us. Go ahead. It's like music to their ears. Go ahead.
For a just man falls 7 times and rises up again.
A completion of 7 times. See, then if you ain't an understanding of the spirit, I fell 7 times, so man, I'm done. It means a completion of time. You know?
It could be as big.
It can be as
20 times.
Long as the Most High is dealing with you.
Yeah, you know.
Now, when the Most High ain't dealing with you no more,
you ain't gonna. It says, "But the wicked fall into mischief." You ain't gonna get back up.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I said, don't let your sins weigh you down, Jake, because that's part of being a just man.
And you gotta love this truth, man.
Making your mistakes, man, and growing from.
You gotta love this truth, man. You know, Most High is a jealous power. If you love anything else besides Him, He gonna, look at you sideways, upside down. You gotta love this truth.
You got a good one up
there. Yeah, go
basics.
Yeah. But I want to expand. I mean, I just want to let's just a little bit. Love this truth. Love His commandments. Love what He's doing. How He's orchestrating all this, man. Love that the wicked is coming to an end. You can't want the wicked to prosper. Like, yeah, man. They do wicked be on their shit, man. They be doing some wild shit. That should be fun and shit. No, you gotta want that shit to be destroyed.
And a lot of people don't really even know. Like, they can't still believe that we separate from this world, man.
Yeah,
because I've been the truth for 3 years. Why is somebody messaging me happy birthday? Why would you even message somebody that when you know we don't even do that shit? It's because they really think we out here living like everybody else still, man. They don't think that this is something that's that serious.
Like we saying something different on camera than we do at home.
We do at home or something. Like we
saying the same thing.
Somebody they messaged me and said, make it memorable. What you think we doing? Hey, we out here on the highways and hedges, man. Fuck this damn place. Like Job said, curse the day I was born. I don't give a shit about that shit. I'm trying to go home with the brothers. We ain't out here on that shit, man.
And it talks about in the scripture presentation. So you ain't just going. You might sip wine, but you ain't gonna be sipping wine all on the camera and hey, yeah, shalom and man.
Yeah.
It's a presentation for time, whatever.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 30:5. For thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling and fear and not of peace.
That's the prophets. That's
yeah.
what we are. Hey, that's what we out here. What it say?
More. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did Jeremiah? What he say? The prophets of old before me and you prophesied of war.
Yep.
Pestilence.
Great kingdoms.
Yeah.
That's what the prophets did every time.
We're not out here talking about peace, man.
Yeah. We ain't out here talking about it's going to be a good, easy road, man. It's a straight gate. You know? Verse 6. This is what we can expect, Jake. That's why you got to get your spirit right. Verse 6. And ye now, ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Mm-hmm. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned to paleness, man.
Yeah. Things about because it says, man, fearing of what's coming up on the earth, man. Things that you see that you ain't never seen.
GMS Canada.
GMS Canada, Shalom, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash, Barak.
So
So every man with his hands on loins, when a man testified, he put his hands on his testicles, man. You can't do nothing but talk about what's going on, testify what's going on.
Yep.
You know, about things that you see. Yep. Can a man travail? We can't experience a physical example. We can't experience, but you know, by seeing her pain and the way she expresses herself, being in pain and labor, you're like, damn, that's a hard thing right there. You know, so you gotta realize that you're in a time of affliction, man. Mm-hmm. You're in a time of everything supposed to be kind of bitter, not, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you're not supposed to be comfortable.
Yeah, you know.
Because if you're comfortable, that means that you don't fear Yahawashi, man. Yeah. Basically.
Yep.
That's why the Lord said better is a house of mourning than the house of mirth, man. Yeah. We not in a situation where we're here celebrating anything about this place, man. Mm-hmm. This place needs to be destroyed.
Yeah, and we ain't talking about living bitterness. Yeah, because America's bitter already. Most High know that. He loves us. He that's why the Spirit gives you comfort. He gives you blessings here and there, a bone here and there. Yep. You ain't supposed to be all bummed out because it's a bitter place and bitter because of it.
Yeah, we still enjoy our time together as brethren and we talk and laugh, but we still keep an austereness about us. Yeah, it's still that spirit of, even if we do laugh about something, because it's like it's just so crazy to think about it. Sometimes we might laugh and stuff, but it's a serious conversation that we have it on at all times, man. Of course you joke with your brothers and stuff, man. But hey, we coming to a time where
they don't know what fun is. Yeah, we gonna have fun in the kingdom. This ain't fun, man.
Oh yeah.
You go out and shit, and you still got to worry about the cops arresting you and shit and pulling you over because you driving a new car or something. This ain't life. This ain't living, man. People act like America is the funnest place in the world.
It'd be like all these wicked people out here doing wickedness, and then Jake. Yeah, they done search Jake's car trying to get Jake and all this. He ain't been doing shit. He just go to work, go home. And that's what we saying, man. Like this place ain't comfortable for us, man. We
lie on you.
Yeah, man. And when they do help you out, they do it unwillingly. That's the most high take care of your ass. So they don't get no fucking. You devils get no fucking credit for any good thing you did for us. You don't get the credit. That's the Lord helping us.
We said it before.
You get no credit, man.
Yeah.
We need no credit.
Yeah, you got to desensitize yourself. Quit feeling sorry for these people, man.
The Lord, get the cops to be nice to you and get off your ass. You think they with this system, man. And until they get out of that system, we talking about the Jakes that's cops. Because Esau that's the enemy, period.
Remember the
they gotta have to get out of there. They be right with the Lord.
And we movie buffs. We watch series and all that. Remember Freaks?
Yeah.
When she was telling the cop was coming for the grandpa and he was getting take him in because he thought he was a pet or whatever.
Yep.
And then she said, he said, make him stop. He said, stop. She was saying, stop. and he got into her mind. She got into the cop's mind, and he's like, he put down the gun, and so that's what Most High is send angels to have that cop to say, you know what, we'll let you go. He don't know why he did this shit. He get at home and he still hate Negroes, but for some reason he let you go.
For real.
That's the Most High, man.
For real.
You know?
That's because especially like in a lot of these towns, they sundown towns, man. You couldn't even be out here if be Jake.
Yep.
So a lot of people out here, it's like after all that's happened, they expect Jake to just have this like monotone, low tone. No, we want to see judgment on this place for what they did to our people, man.
Yeah. And we talked about slugging, but we talked about earlier conduct. When we talk about, if a cop pull you over or your enemy approach you, you can't be nervous. You have to have conduct and know how to,
agree with the adversary.
Agree with that adversary, know what to say, things like that. And they'll be like, damn, because everybody's tense. Everybody think everybody's an enemy.
Yep.
And we really the saviors. We really the peaceful guys.
Yep.
We just saying with the judgment of this place.
Yeah.
And to 2/3. What's wrong with that? Go ahead.
Yep. To finish it off, Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7, Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it.
None is like it, man. It's gonna be, like I said, none is like it. Go ahead. Jake know what that means.
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Time of Jacob's trouble. We talk about it all the time because we're in those times, approaching those times more than ever, surfacing Jacob's trouble. And Jacob's trouble is everybody's trouble, right? Like the apostle said. It's everybody. That's why these Edomites are going underground too. They don't want to deal with no Negroes. And they got houses filled with guns.
Yep.
They teaching their daughters, their young 6-year-old daughter how to shoot a damn gun.
Yep.
6-year-old son how to shoot. So if you see a Negro, shoot him on sight. Go ahead.
But he shall be saved out of it.
He shall be saved out of it. Go ahead.
That's part of that expectation. That's all.
Yeah.
We expect to be saved out of this, man, because we know Jacob's trouble is coming. We're going to expect the Lord to get us, man.
Mm.
And if we die, he's going to crown us with life. We can expect that too if we don't make it through Jacob's trouble. Either way, we're going to win.
Yeah.
As long as you hold your crown, man.
And see, I think Most High, and I'm speaking as a man, it's going to kind of go back to the ancient type of ways.
Yeah.
Because when Jacob's trouble coming, all this chaos, the course of change, they're going to change. The course ain't going to be the same. So your only defense will be the Bible. Like Most High said, I'll give you a mouth so they won't be able to gainsay. And they'll throw you in prison and some of you in prison. So we're going to face a lot of these court things, but you know what they're going to be asking us about this truth. They ain't going to be asking us about why'd you pull over when didn't pull over when they're going to be asking you, so what is this God you believe in? Like it says in Apocrypha, they're going to try us, man. They say the God is his God and he's going to be saved out of it. Well, let's try him.
That's what it said in
that's why we talking about these things. We ain't talking about no fucking regular court ass shit. It's little shoot shit like Harlem Nights. We talking about the elites. We talking about these high spiritual wickedness in high places. Go ahead.
He like he said, man. He said he was going to create newly created beast out here, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be some stuff that nobody's ever seen on the planet, man.
Yeah.
The Lord's going to spawn all that here, man. So you got to have a mindset of expectation that the Lord he's going to come for you, because you're not making it out of this on your own strength. Like we can't make it out of here, man.
There was a cop. Y'all probably saw the video. It was kind of viral.
Yeah.
He pulled over a man, and he got out the car. No, actually, he pulled him over. The guy was still sitting in the car, and the cop got out the car, and he was talking to him through the window, about to tell him to get out the car. And he saw a bunch of wolves. I think they were coyotes or something, or wolves. Like, it's about like 15 of them. He got in the dude's car and shit. So he had to use that dude's car for his protection and shit. So what my point is, they're gonna be subject to the elements too. These high ups and stuff like that. These cops. They're gonna be having to worry about wild beasts too. And they own families, man. A lot of them are gonna be resigning from their precincts, their offices. Because they don't want to be a part of this and shit. when they had that Hollywood, North Hollywood shooting, and then the men coming up with machine guns, I think they were. A lot of cops resigned from on that day, man.
It was like, it ain't worth it.
Nah, I got a family, and we just had a child and all that. I don't want to be no cop no more. So they know what the time it is. They know the prophecy's coming. Some of them cops are moving underground just like them common people. They ain't superheroes like that. So remember that too, man. That the things that we're gonna suffer, they gonna suffer. This is everybody's trouble, man. But we gonna most high, like as scripture said, most high willing, we're gonna be saved out of it.
Yep.
Some of y'all might be in prison and just disappear and shit. Hey, y'all might think it's a cartoon or fairy tale, and you get called up out of there, man. You know, they be like, "What happened to him? He just gone. I don't know what happened to him. It's no way he can escape these bars." Like Yahawashi, they made sure he was stoned in when he died. They said, "Hey, they have watchmen right outside that. Ain't no way this man could have got past us. He was stoned in, and we sent guards outside the gates, the gates, and they didn't find him. So they were scared as hell. Like, oh shit, what could this mean?" I was shy coming back on their ass, man. That's what's gonna happen, man. Oh, that chariot they saw that Dabu 7 put up. Mm-hmm. He said it was creatures within the chariots and within that orb. And it actually says in the scriptures a creature within the wheel. And he said they look like men up in there.
Yeah. Because creature just goes back to creation. Yeah. We are created. Yeah. We are creatures.
So don't get it twisted. We're not alone in this, man. We're gonna have angels by our side, man. Let them devils come for us, man, and see what happens, man.
We even have them right now. And like we were saying earlier, the Lord's formed all that to where that's all, even though it's unseen, like, hey, man, we can see it. We can feel it. We know the angels around us, man.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones ministering under us to keep that understanding of Yahawashi.
Hey, what we say, the Most High put the spirit on them to make the bombs. They come on, what man would want to make a bomb that'll possibly blow him up? Shit. And his people and his family. Most High made them do that.
Yep. Like I said, take them in their own practice.
Yeah. That was the Oppenheimer movie about. Why would you make this where you able to blow us all up too? He probably like, I don't know, shit. It's happened now. I shouldn't have made it, but I did. That was the Most High put on spirit on do that. So hey, we don't got nothing to worry about, man. And they're gonna test us, of course. We might go, some of us go into modernism or whatever, but know this, man, that we believe in angels. We believe in the Most High. We believe in the return of Yahawashi, his son. We believe in the spirit, that there's a spirit in man, not just man walking around with fucking so-called brains as a battery and shit. We believe in the spirit in a man. So long as that's standing, which is always will stand because it's the Most High, we ain't got shit to worry about, man. You know? Anything else? You got articles, couple of articles?
I got some just going, I've mainly been just getting history stuff.
Pull up that double thing right quick, Baba Kashai, and then close out like exactly, if I had to be an article on that or what he said.
But yeah, also the straight, they basically had a peace treaty, right? They had a peace treaty between Iran and Israel, and literally the next day, Iran attacked their ass. Because there's basically like, because they was like, we're not looking for a ceasefire, because he said every time we do a peace treaty with them, they shoot at us. Yeah. So now it's like that's probably some news I want to throw out, because I've been wanting to talk about that.
Carmenians.
Yep. This shit's hey,
ain't those ones? Ain't they the same ones that was shooting at the chariots, the Myranians? And they was the chariots. Y'all know what I'm talking about? There was some foreign people, man.
What was the title?
Just put Dabu or Dabu 77. I think it's 777 or
I'm on the channel. I just can't see. Yeah, looking. 3 days ago. Yep, there it is.
Asking a question.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Here with this mystery orb. This is wild. This is some of the craziest footage I've ever seen up close, and especially the images now in high definition. If you're unaware, a man named Christopher Bledsoe caught this orb on camera at his home in North Carolina. He shared this about a day ago via Instagram. A ton of people have a ton of questions. And he put out an enhanced version. It makes it look a little different, but I'm showing you the raw shot. This is the raw image shot right here. Now, I'm also going to show you an HD, which is not AI enhanced. It's just HD, a frozen frame caught somewhere right here. And you can make out clearly that there seems to be something in the center that you're going to have to decide for yourself what you think it is. But there's clearly something that is like writing that is seen. And with the screenshots, you can see this looks like writing. Many say Hebrew writing is what it reminds them of. Everyone's got a different opinion out here, but this is pretty wild. When looking at it, slow down in HD on the right, it's wild looking. You can clearly see there's some form of writing inside of this bubble. Now, if this is some big hoax by Bledsoe, I would like to think that it would get torn apart here rather quickly, because people can go in and they can capture what's been edited and you can see what's been photoshopped and all this. But if none of that is there and people are taking the raw footage and they're examining it themselves and they're saying, look, this is what I'm finding. And they're all producing the same stuff. They're saying they're finding letters or something inside of the bubble. Again, this on the right is the best shot that I've seen yet. It's HD. You can clearly see.
Look at that.
Look at that. That looks absolutely wild. What is this? They look like letters. It looks like writing. Some say this looks like a face of a person or a creature or an entity or something within this orb.
Oh.
Well, they are light years ahead of us, it seems, in terms of technology that
One
we
of-
can release it to the public.
Play it. Well, he gonna say it. He gonna say creature, like a creature. Play that part.
Let alone what any kind of advanced civilization or beings or fallen would have. Man, yeah, hold on. Yeah, that like looks like.
Yeah, he said it was a creature already.
Yeah. So get that last scripture, creature within the will.
It's Ezekiel chapter 16. Yep, this is one I know by heart, man. I remember I wrote this out. I read this my first time I read it. I was like, man, there ain't no way this ain't real.
Yeah.
There ain't no way. It's Ezekiel chapter 1, verse. Let's start at just 15. Now, as I beheld the living creatures, behold, one wheel upon the earth by the living creatures with its four faces. The appearance of the wheels and the work was like unto the color of beryl, and they four had one likeness, and their appearance and their work was that it was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel.
A will within a will, man.
That's what we're saying, man.
Yeah.
Like
there's more.
Yep.
That's a chariot, man.
Yep. Verse 17, when they went upon their four sides, and they turned not when they went.
Yeah, it turned out so they don't operate like regular vehicles.
That's why he
Carnal
said it's
vehicles.
advanced. You know what I'm saying? But those are our brethren. Like, that's us.
Yeah.
That's our people, man.
Yeah. That's why it says Most High is going to defend Jerusalem as birds flying.
You know?
Those are those birds. Go ahead.
You know? As for their rings, They were so high that they were dreadful, and their rings were full of eyes round about them four. Like there ain't no way you dodging that shit, man. It sees everything.
Go ahead.
As for their ring, and when the living creatures went, the wheels went by them, and when the living creatures were lifted up from the earth, the wheels were lifted up.
Yep.
It's because that's them. It's like a whole thing and one thing.
Yeah.
Like that's how we're gonna be. Like we're gonna probably just be able to just jump and just turn to a fucking chariot and shit. Like it's basically us.
Yeah, scriptures go into how the angels transform into the chariots.
Yep. That's what we telling you, man.
Go ahead. Yep.
Wheresoever the spirit was to go, they went.
See, they don't think like men do. Wherever the spirit go, they just go.
That's why I said the spirit is like the wind.
Yeah.
It's wherever it's supposed to go.
Wherever it goes.
It's gonna go where the spirit wants it to be at. They went, and the Lord put that spirit right there, so Dabu 7 could do that guy, and all them could, so you could see.
Yeah.
Like this is real, man.
Yeah, what's that?
It's not fake.
The spirit is the angel.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Go ahead.
So thither was their spirit to go.
Yeah.
And the wheels were lifted up over against them. For the spirit of the living creature was in the wheel.
Was within the wheel.
In the wheels.
Yep. Go ahead. And it says, just that part where it says, in the face were like of men.
Yep. Then those went, these went. When those stood, these stood. And when those were lifted up from the earth, the wheels were lifted up over against them, for the spirit of the living creature was in the wheels. And the likeness of the firmament upon the heads of the living creature was a color of the terrible crystal stretched forth over their heads above.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, the spirit of the living is in the wheel. That piloting those chariots.
Yeah.
You know? It's like showed on that this video.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like make me think of when you run so fast you can't see the person. It's invisible. Run that fast. Go ahead.
Yep.
But did it mention that part where
that's the hypersonic
where it said that feet was likened to amber? That's what it said.
Might be back
it
up
might
there.
be back up.
Yeah.
Let's go there. Yeah.
Well, it says that feet is like a calf's foot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Let's start at 5. Also out of the going back up to Ezekiel 1:5. Also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures, and this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man.
Likeness of a man. So they're and they got it. Like we said, it's a terrible form of a man, though. It's not deformed. It's not deformity, but it's you can't explain it in
It looks like something that hasn't been defeated. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, and
it looks like something you'd be
like,
terrified of if you were wicked.
They could tear you apart by looking at you.
You know,
tear all your molecular structure.
Just like Esau said, they said when they landed that one time, they said that they had a look on their face like they'd never been defeated, man. That's the angels of the Lord, man.
Angels, like there's a part, like, hey, the angels have a raw form.
Yep.
You know, they have a form that does not look human.
Yep. And there's that brass you were talking about. It's coming up. Yeah.
And, hey, Yahawashi, like the elders say, Yahawashi, when he come back, he coming in his most purest form.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You know, hey, where do they get that off these movies or these shows, and you know, about a man has a power, he could transform into a whole nother, you know, like entity.
Yeah, they
you know what I'm saying? They get that from the scriptures. You have a shot when he come back in his most purest form, like that was what they say, I will not meet thee as a man. You know?
They had one cartoon where the man he turned into his car.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know?
But verse 6, and everyone had 4 faces, and everyone had 4 wings, and their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a cow's foot, which basically talking about power. You know what I mean? It's a powerful vessel. And they sparkled
righteous too.
Yep, and righteous.
Because even a cow's foot, he got the split cloven foot. represents righteousness.
That's what's connected to power is righteousness.
Yeah.
Because righteousness is immortality.
Yeah.
And you know, like Pastor Hart went into it, go to those boots. You know, like the Asian with the at the end of it.
Yeah.
You know, they got that from us. That's what they got that
See
from
what I'm
us,
saying?
man.
Because we're the most high.
Houdini looking up. They got that. What is that? Aladdin. You know, they had that with the little
hook on them.
Yeah, they got that from us, man.
Because what the most high say, he make our feet like unto brass, but we don't stomp these nations.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Like the color of
powder.
burnished brass.
Burnished brass, man.
Right then we be putting copper on the chains.
That's the same thing. Feet, Yahawashi, he said his feet was like unto burnished brass, man.
And you know, really, when, like you said, and Bible show you read that again.
It says, and they sparkled like the color of burnished brass.
Yeah, that day talking about the angels.
Yeah. Or that aura.
You know, they look like you said, look like the so-called black black people.
And his aura is bright, man. Yeah. It looked like like that's what you see.
We said that. It says knowledge of the wisdom of a man shall make his face to shine.
Yeah.
So you had that darkness and that brownness under that, and that light illuminated. It's sparkling. It's sparkling.
That's what's happening. You having witches and warlocks and shamans out there. Some of them actually see spirits and shit, man. The left hand side of the Lord, they got spirits of demons out there. Their spirits are more highly elevated in the spirit world than other just regular 6-pack eating my jokes. And when they see us, they be like, "Oh shit," okay, because we just like them up there, man. That's where our spirit comes from.
Yeah. Well, God is very specific for feet. Remember, he says, "Don't stand on that's holy ground."
Yep.
You gotta take your shoes off before you been to the brother's house.
Yep.
You know.
So,
I don't want no corns on my filthy corns on my carpet. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, and it says like the faces of men. Yeah, so you know, it's angels within them chariots, man. Angels are the chariot. He said his chariots are 20,000, even thousands, and his angels are like so they angels, man. So that's we almost home, man. We're about to get delivered.
And like I said, the appearance of men. You got these look. They try to women, and once again they trying to always exalt themselves, to be. And you don't see nothing. All the angels that came down with masculine spirits. You see what I'm saying? So that shows you it's an order even in heaven. Yep. Ain't none of the angels. Gabriel was not a woman. You know what I'm saying? Uriel was not a woman.
Michael the archangel. Yep.
None of them was women.
Yep. Yep.
Even when them damn sodomites, they wanted to, lay down with the angels, they were men.
Even all them every angel and messenger has been a man. There's never been even the wicked ones. We're all men. They're all men.
So that tells you what? Y'all sit down somewhere.
Y'all ain't that special as y'all think y'all are. Y'all ain't that.
We talking to proud women, women laughing with us.
We got to say angel mean messenger, so we're angels.
Yeah.
They don't even know that.
I'll tell you that in the what's that? Second Ezra, the first chapter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And everybody that's behind us, all the women who is really sincere women, they telling y'all damn wicked bitches sit down too. Sit your ass down somewhere. You know what's going on, girl. Stop.
Yeah, they always act like angels are here to protect you and good angels. That's evil angels too.
Yeah, man.
That's evil angels.
The Lord will send them on your ass.
Yeah. Acting like everything's peachy and all that.
Because Jack don't want to get right. Lord will send Esau, man.
Yeah.
There was wicked angels in them people.
All you Jakes that think life is peachy, Most High gonna give you that bitter horse radish.
The Lord will send you a bad message, man. He'll send Esau, he'll let off 12 rounds in your ass and be justified doing it. Because you was being wicked.
And then you gotta go back up to the Most High to get, you know what I'm saying?
Like I seen one Jake, he was sitting in his house talking about some, oh yeah, man, if I'm doing something wrong, let me know. He's sitting there holding the gun and stuff. The cop going, he said, put it down. Put it down. he wouldn't put it down, man. They let off 20 rounds at Jake. Man, Esau don't give a fuck.
So
He been waiting to empty that clip.
And they said he that lived by the sword shall die by the sword.
So you can't be out here acting like Esau, man. We gotta be shit. We ain't trying to act like we some tough guys, shit. We ain't just out here like shit. Like we ain't trying to touch nothing here. Lord said he got all that, man. Wait till he send them chariots.
Yeah,
terrified.
Read about that man that put on the Babylonian garment and see what happened to him.
Yep.
Trying to take something out of Babylon and shit.
Yep. But yeah, like I said, they had that, going over there. That ceasefire was broken up, man. That's what we telling you. There ain't gonna be no peace. Destruction and misery is in Esau's ways.
Yeah. And Trump pulled troops. I don't know if it happened yet, but they say he's gonna put troops out of NATO. You know what I'm saying? So that's that beast getting broken up. That Edomites getting broken up, divided against each other, man. So it ain't nothing good going down on America, man. It's all destruction, So yeah, that's why we prepare. That's why we coming out warning y'all. That's all it is. Warning you before the wrath, and don't drink wrath of the wine of a fornication. Don't be drunk off that Babylonian juice, man. It's gonna get you poisoned, and it's gonna get you destroyed, man. Drink the juice of the truth. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's it, man. Hey, man, that's that Chariot video. That hit different, man. I mean, we talk about Chariot, man, but that one kind of hit different.
Double 7 might be a Jake. Who knows?
Yeah, he might be.
He sound like Jake. He was like,
bro. This is Double 7.
Yeah.
Got a little flavor, man.
The only thing he can do is get his ass out here and start doing the work.
Yeah.
Shit, you already do enough videos,
and the Hebrew writing part.
Yeah, man. You might as well go ahead and pick that
That's
book
the
up.
first. He could have named any other.
Yeah.
He could have named.
He could have said Arabic.
Like we said, Most High set him up because we the only ones that talk about Chariot. He said it might be an orb in Hebrew writing. They watching him.
And he got 500,000 some followers. So all them people now, hey, you've been warned.
Yeah,
good telling you, man.
Yeah. But anyway, that's the conclusion, man, of this lesson. Hopefully it's edifying. I mean, unless y'all got any closing things. So, the water for being on the comment board and pulling scriptures. All the brothers and a few sisters that tune in, and blessings to y'all, man. Keep on and doing. Gonna give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Rawchaa, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostle, elder bishops, great millstone. My salutation, brothers, teaching word for the hopeful elect, soon to be elect, Most High will to the hopeful extended elect. Shalom, blessed. Shalom.